I've heard some teachers complaining that they spend a half hour grading each maman, which is bothersome to me because it's a waste of time. And I think it could be done a lot faster. So I wanted to show you how I do it, and maybe this will work for you and you could save a lot of time. So of course, we start off at the maman submission site on the course. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to sort by last modified so that all of the maman that were handed in are in one place. We're going to tick all of those off. And that's all the ones that were handed in. And I go down to the bottom. And with selected, I'm going to download the selected submissions and go. Now, at this point, it's going to take a while. It takes a while for Moodle to process it all and then zip it and then download it. So this is a good time to get a cup of coffee, get a cup of tea, get a glass of whiskey, whatever you like. You can now see that it's ready to save as, so I'm going to save it. And again, it takes a few moments for it to download, but it's much faster. And it's ready on the desktop. I right-click on it and extract all. Okay. The next step after I open up this file is what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to copy this Excel sheet, which is my rubric, into all the files because I don't want to do the editing. I want Excel to do the editing for me. So I'm going to copy this and I'm going to have to open each file and paste it in. Now I'm ready to actually start grading. So I'm going to go to the first one. I'm going to open up my Excel spreadsheet. Okay. I'm going to open up the PDF. And the program that I use for reading PDFs is called PDF Gear. And I like it a lot because it makes it easy to grade the mamanim. Now, the first thing you can see here is the student uh, didn't keep it all together, but broke the paragraph between each sentence. So I'm going to go to annotate and add a note. And right here, I'm going to add a note. You should want, you should hear each sentence. Okay. Now I'm going to start reading. Here we have a grammar error, so I'm going to highlight it. And I can add a note. Here is a mistake. I'm going to correct it so they know exactly what they did wrong. And they can, when they click on it, they can see exactly what I wrote and that I wrote it. Okay. Here we have a missing comma. So I can go there and write a note. Okay, so now that I've graded it, I can go over here. So over here, I do have a somewhat clear introduction. I'll give 5 points for that. Supporting evidence. Okay. A conclusion. It's an okay conclusion. I'm going to give 3 points for that. It doesn't have much of a logical flow to it, so I'm going to give 1 point for that. So I have 6 and 8 is 14, 17, 18. The content, well, there's no citation at all, so that gets put into red, and that's going to get 0 points. And of the other 20 points I have here, content, accuracy, and relevance, I would go with about 15 points. There were a couple of vocabulary problems. I think I'm going to go with 4 for the vocabulary. There were too many grammar mistakes that really bothered me a lot. I'm going to give only 2 for grammar. And for mechanics, I'm going to, well, they don't have one paragraph that drives me crazy. So I'm going to, punctuation is good and spelling is good. I think I'll go with 3 for that. Okay, so now I've graded this and I save it and I close it. Next, I'm going to watch the video. And you can see, by the way, that Excel is doing all the editing for me. Now I can see the student is reading. So here I'm going to give this all in red, little or no eye contact. So accurate information and relevant personal contribution, I'll give 12. And that's the spelling error there. It's pretty fluent and easy to follow. So now I can see the student gets only 58, and that I'm not going to want to do that to the student. So I'll go here and I'll give them a few more points, then make it a 60. So that it did all the editing for me. I close this. I save this. I have to remember that the student got a 70, save it and close it. I go back to Moodle. Now I'm going to sort by first name. And it gave me descending order, so I have to do it again. Here's the students. I'm going to go to grading it. The student got a 70. I take my Excel file and upload it for the student. I take the PDF and upload it for the student. And I finish grading that student and I go on to the next one. So this is pretty quick. There's a little bit of extra time at the beginning, downloading everything. Then it goes pretty quickly. I suggest you do this if it works for you. Hope this helps. Bye-bye.